Okay, well, this is at this. I got me a RX 100 M4 in the mail, and I did a video because I tested this camera and I was thinking it was, just a little ding on this outer ring. But further testing and talking to the guy, he says the aperture wasn't working, so I looked down the lens and adjusted the aperture, compared it to the M3, and the aperture on this one is stuck. So we're going to go ahead and replace the lens. He did send a new lens. I just didn't catch that, slipped right by me. So, the lens works, the camera comes on. Oh, I took the battery out to let it discharge. But I was going through it and it seemed like it was working, but then after talking to him on the email, he says the aperture doesn't seem like it's working. So I looked down the lens and moved the aperture thing, and it does not move. And you can clearly see it move. I have an M3 here doing that same thing on the M3. I can clearly see that the aperture on the M3 moves. So that's what's wrong with this one. It's the aperture is stuck, so we're going to go ahead and replace this lens. And so I'm going to take the body off, take the back cover off, cut to that part, and just keep on going like that. So stay tuned. We're going to take the cover off of this next. Alright, to get this first cover off here, it's pretty much these little screws on the outside. One, two, and all the screws on the bottom. And then this little piece here just pops off, and you see all the screws there. So there's two on each side, two on here, and there's two in the middle here, and these are different sizes. There's two screws right here. These are different sizes, so put those in a different little pile. These two right here are different sizes. You got to put them back. So then to get this off, you just pull up on this side, pull up on this side, and then kind of grab it right here and pull it this way to get it unlatched. And you'll notice that it'll be real tight right here because there's a latch right there. You see that latch? So you're gonna get in here like that and bust that last, don't crack it or anything, but just get it loose by grabbing it right here. And then you pull this piece off here and turn it like that and get that out of the way. And then these little USB covers will come out. They just sit in there like that. They just hook right there. So when you put it back on, don't forget those little USBs. So the screws, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. And then these are different sizes. So 1, 2 right there, and those are different sizes. So now we're going to take the rest of this off and we'll cut back to that. Alright, to get this back case, LCD case off, there's a screw right here, one there, and there's one right here, and then over here you gotta kind of get this little, there's a pin that goes in there on that side and it's holding it. So you just kind of get under there and push this pin off. Then you don't want to pull this straight up because you've got a cable under here and it ties in right here. So you want to kind of get it over and real gently get it over this way so you can unlatch that cable, and it's just one of those little things that you push up. So I got a little toothpick on it and just got in there and pushed it up. So you just got to be real careful with these things. Take your time. And so that's how that comes off. There's just one screw there, one screw there, and then this little clip over here, and then there's your LCD cable. And then this right here, it plugs in right there on the side. You can just grab it with your fingers as close as you can and pull that out. And this just unclips from here. Just sits on there and got some little clips in there. Just kind of like slides in right there. How does that clip go? It just kind of clips in there some way. It's kind of funny the way it clips in there. but you can see a clip here and one down right there, and somehow it just sits in there like that. I think it goes to the bottom or something like that, and then just slides in. Or does it slide up? Maybe it slides up like that, but you'll figure it out. Not too hard. So now that's off. So now we're going to get further deeper inside there. Alright, you get this off. First you got to get these cables here out of the way, and they got some stickum tape right here and over here. Just got to kind of work with it, and they're plugged in right here, and they just pull out. Just be real careful and pull them out, but you got to get this tape here out of the way. This tape covers all this right here, and you don't want to touch this right here because it probably will shock you. This is where all the capacitor stuff is, so just be real careful. If it's not camera's discharged, it could shock you. So you got to move this tape here. It comes up like that. Just get that out of the way. There's a plug right here. That one goes right there, and this one plugs in right here. Then it's got some of that sticking tape right here. Get these up out of the way. Then this thing is sitting on there like that, and there's this little screw here which goes over here, and it kind of mounts with this little cover. The little cover goes in there like that, and it has a screw right here, and it's got this little funny clip on the bottom, and you kind of got to get over here with the toothpick and get it like that and pull up on it, pry up on it a little bit, and then get it over that little latch and just wiggle it on out. And then it's got another little clip right here, and once you get it past those little clips, and there's another little clip over here that's holding it over here. So once you kind of get it going this way and coming out, it'll come right out. So now we're going to get further down in here on the next part. All right. Okay, so to get the motherboard off on this M4, you got 4 little cables. Of course, the one on the top on this side, there's one on the bottom that just pulls. This one has little clips. There's 2 on this side, little flip up clip retainers. Then of course the one that's on this side, and then you have one on the bottom, which is the CCD. So there's a little clip over here. Of course, there's a little screw, little black screw. You're going to end up with 2 screws after you get this motherboard off, because there's a screw that goes on this thing, and there's a screw that goes right here that holds this little cable right here. And then underneath this, you're going to see a little clip, little plastic clip. You got to pop that clip, and then there's going to be another little plastic clip over here which gets on that motherboard. And always remember to unstick these little antennas, because you don't want to rip that cable. This one's stuck on the side right here with stickum. So you got to unstick this first. Then once you remove this screw, get this cable here loose, get this cable here loose, kind of pop the motherboard up just a little bit. Don't go too much with it. Then get this side here loose. Then kind of get your finger and push up on it a little bit on this side. And then remove this piece. It's kind of like stuck in there where this motherboard has to come up a little bit, and then you can remove this piece. And then just grab it and get it out of there. And then you can grab this cable here on the bottom. And this one on the bottom just unpulls. There's nothing, I think this is the power cable. This one just unplugs. You can just pull it, but be very gentle. And then you will fold it. You can fold it this way. And then you're going to unclip this bottom one. There's another little retainer down here with a little flipper. And that's your CCD. And then just get that one out. So that's to get this motherboard off. Now we're going to go on this side over here and flip this back and then get the lens out. Okay, so to get this lens out and remove this little board here, this is the next step. There's this little cable right here you have to loosen, and it's kind of weird because they put these little tabs. There's like there's little tabs where the cable has a little catch on it, and you kind of got to get it over that little catch like that. I don't know why they put, if you notice some of these cables have a little tab on the end. Well, they put these little plastic tabs on this motherboard, which you have to get the cable tabs over it, which made it a lot more difficult because you don't want to rip that cable. So that's the only problem I was having. I was trying to get that little cable over these little tabs here, so that I wanted to point out. So to get the lens out, of course, there's a screw right here, and you have to loosen this motherboard over here. There's a screw here and a screw there, so you should end up with a little silver screw that goes here, and then two black screws that go right here and here. And then you pull these cables. Now this cable here, this one's running across the lens on the top right here, and it's got stickum on it, so you got to unstick it and be real careful when you unstick it. It's got some little stickum there. Then you just push it over to the side and you kind of hold it while you're pushing the lens up. And all I did was pull this back a little bit. There is this little cable over here, and you don't want to rip it, so be careful pulling this back. Just kind of pull that back a little bit, and then this motherboard here, which is for the card, you kind of got to pick it up because the lens gets stuck on it over here off this edge right here. So you kind of got to pick it up and move it out of the way so the lens can continue to go out. Almost like you just, you get the lens from the bottom and push up real slow. Keep an eye on these cables. Keep an eye on what's going on over here. And you just kind of pick this up like this. Once it gets to the part, it'll get so high and then it'll hit this motherboard. So you kind of got to pick it up and get it at an angle like this. But don't pull on it too hard. If it doesn't want to move, then don't move it. Just, lightly push it up, and then keep pushing up the lens, and it'll get past that motherboard. It kind of hits it right here on this lip right here. You see that lip on the lens. And then this cable here, of course, you have to unplug this cable, which goes in that motherboard right there. And it's got one of those little clippy things. So you unplug that, make sure this is all unstuck from the lens. It's got stickum on this cable right here. Remove this screw, remove that little cable, and just don't rip it when you're taking it out of this thing, because it has these little catches on there that's really holding it in there. And kind of push this up a little bit, just kind of get it out of your way. Then get this cable unstuck from the top of the lens over here. Push it over to the side like this, and then have this motherboard here loose, and then start pushing the lens up. You'll notice that it'll hit the motherboard here, and then you just gotta pick this motherboard up and wiggle the lens on out. So the next step we're gonna do, we're gonna swap this CCD to the new lens and go from there. So kind of a little bit more difficult than the M3, because the M3, to take the lens out, once you pop that other little motherboard over here, this whole piece comes out with the lens. The whole, what is it called? That little eye viewer. This whole section will come out with the lens, and then you could just separate it. And this one, you have to lift this little thing up here. I noticed that this whole thing is bolted in. It doesn't pop out and come with the lens. It's all bolted in. It's got screws all around down here where you can't get to them when the lens is there. So the only way to get the lens past this little motor here and this motherboard here is just to unscrew it and push this out of the way. You just got to be careful, because there's a cable going down here. There's a cable that makes a little turn right here, and it's got some little antenna right there. And I was trying to take this antenna out. It has some little antenna right there, but I think they put tape they have tape that's going around the edge of the back side of it, and I just didn't want to mess that tape up, so I thought, well, I'm just gonna, you know, it'll be okay if you just don't cram it all the way back. Just don't shove this motherboard all the way back like that. Just go enough like that just so it'll pass this motor right here, and then just keep going up, and then you'll notice that once you're pushing from the bottom, you'll notice that the lens will go up real easy. Just make sure these are out of the way, you know, are all clear. And you'll notice that the lens will just stop. And that's because it hits on this motherboard. It just comes up and goes boom. And then you just got to tilt this motherboard like that, and it passes right by it. Okay, I found it was easier to get this cable connected on this little motherboard by popping. There's a little lever over here. And if you just push on this down on this little piece of metal right there, this thing will pop out, and it's easier to get this cable in there and in and out, because now you have more slack to be able to work and grab it. So that's an easier way to get this cable in and out. It's a lot easier to get in because I popped this thing. I didn't think about it, but when this came out, it gave me a lot more slack. So I just wanted to add that. So now we're going to swap the CCD and all that. Okay. Okay, I went ahead and put it all together to do a test, and I want to note a couple things. It's a lot more difficult than doing the M3, can tell you that. But I wanted to note in the video, make sure you get this case on that little thing like that. It goes like that. Hopefully that's coming in clear. That one has a little pin. That one goes in there like that. And make sure you get your little wires not getting tangled into this piece right here. And those go like this. And then this one over here. And that's how that goes. So got it all back together. We're going to do a test on it. It's a lot harder to do than the M3, and I noticed when I was putting it together, the lens is in there a lot tighter than the M3. And right over here on the little viewfinder thing, it's best to pop it out, and you can do that just to give you a little more room when you're working on the camera by pushing down on this little thing right here. If you push down on that little tab, the viewfinder will pop out, and that gives you more room to work when you're putting the lens in. These cables right here were getting snagged on things, and the real light thin cables, so you got to be careful. Watch these cables. This one was getting pushed on like that. Put some of that tape on there, you know, to help, you know, slide it by. And it was just grabbing all of these cables right here because the lens is so tight in there. So you just got to watch those, and of course that little one that comes out right here, because you don't want to get it tucked behind. There's another little cable that comes out right here that gets on top, that goes to that little motherboard for the viewfinder, and you got to make sure that when you're putting the lens in that it doesn't get behind the motor. But yeah, it's just a lot more difficult than the M3. It seems like everything's tighter. You got to remove this motherboard over here, and there's more cables on it. This little motherboard over here, and then it's got the viewfinder. See, in the M3, the viewfinder and all the cables on the lens come out in one section, and then you can take that off the lens. But this one, all that stuff stays in there, and you have to go around it, and it just makes it more difficult. But I just wanted to note on the video, for the M4, this is how these little things go in there. That little tab there goes like that. The little piece goes behind it. That one goes in that little notch there. That one goes there. And then make sure you get all these wires, not so they get in the screw holes. And that goes like that. And that one goes like that. So let's do a test on it. Oh, where's the battery? Let me get the battery. Okay, let's see what it does. And see, I originally made a video about this one because I didn't think anything was wrong with it. And what he said was that the aperture was not working. So let's see what it does. Set that later. Okay, it's on. It's all working. And let me get something to focus on here. Okay, I got to do a test on it, but I just wanted to fire it up. So what he said was not working. Let's see if we can see that. Was the aperture. I don't know if you can see that. And yeah, it's moving. The aperture before wasn't moving. There, it's all the way open, and now it's closing. So it's working now. So I don't know if that came out on the video, but I saw it. It's working. So now I'm going to finish putting it together, and wrap that video up, I guess, from here. But yeah, it's a lot harder than the M3, I tell you that. So I'm going to finish putting it together and put an in video on there showing it all together. Okay, got it all back together, so let's do a test. I got to check the flash and the other little pop-up thing. Okay, so let's see how to use the, oh, we got to check the switches. Flash comes up. Let's put it on auto, or what is that, feel. Okay, the flash works. And little pop-up thing here. Let's see if that works. Looks like it's working. Let's see if you can see that in there. So all that's working. And I think when you close this, it shuts it off. So what I wanted to check is the amperature. And let's see if I can show that in the camera. We can see that little thing in there moving. Okay, see, it's all the way closed, and now it's open, so it's working. You can see it moving there. See if I can get a better shot on there. There, it's open, it's closing, so that's working. And that little thing here works. Did I get that on video? There it is, working. So everything works. So good deal. That takes care of that. I guess I'm going to wrap this video up here. This one was a lot harder to do than the M3, but still doable. Just got to take your time and do it. And I guess that's that, huh? Alright, I'm going to wrap it up here.